What are you whistling for?
Quick!
You almost ran me over.
Quick! Go! Whoa! Car! Quick!
Put that weapon away. Come on, don't be shy. I won't.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. This,
You have a peculiar...
if I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying. So I wander the roads, collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting.
A riddle?
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone? Any idea?
My...
You're but don't let it get you down. You might have better luck next time.
Do you think we'll run into each...
Who knows?
Do you have another riddle?
Another one? A riddle needs to be nice and mysterious. It has to stimulate the mind. What would people think?
So you've got nothing more for me then?
That's enough for one.
You just wander the world.
Exactly. Never.
I think I'll be off.
Safe travels then.
Go! Oh, God.
Christ, can't you wash up before going out in public?
You must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulphur.
Well, that I can't help you.
Not to worry. It's actually just a hole with some rotten these white crystals form in it. And that's it.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was it.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit...
You want me to help you with your grave digging?
Why not? You look like a strong fella.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece.
I won't say no to that. Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my...
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat, and don't worry about a thing. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal...
Of course. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to...
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let... So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's get this over with.
Didn't you understand me? We, like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between 9...
Is there some place I can wait for more?
Of course, if you've got nothing better to do, you can... If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella. That'll make the time go fast. In fact, you can keep it. All I can do is admire all them fancy squiggles in it anyway.
And where can I sleep?
At the inn in Truskowitz. Get a good breakfast there, too. You'll need it to be at full strength. Here's a little something so you know I take care of my helpers. You have a kind master, eh? Much? Blessings to you.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this, but let's get going.
Didn't you understand me? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises.
I came here to finish with you. You're done with ruining Bozhena and Pavlena's lives. Luckily, Pavlena survived your attempts, but
What? I never did. What are you talking about? Are you...
it was your farmhands who abducted Pavlena. Why would they do that of their own accord? They told me everything. You wanted to take revenge on Bozhena, to lose her child, too, so she'd know how you felt. You said it yourself when you were drinking with them.
For the love of God! It was in the tavern! It was the booze talking! I certainly didn't give them any orders. And if they did something, it was of their own...
What should I believe?
Listen, I'm willing to make amends with Bozhena. I'll never forgive her for not baptizing my son. But Pavlen,
What do you propose?
I'll send Bozhena compensation. I never wanted anything to happen. She's the one who suffered most from that banishment. She can't have been more than 10 years old. I give my word that I won't... And those two fools of hands, they won't show up here again. And if they...
I've already dealt with your...
Oh. But my offer still stands. Bozhena and Pavlena could return to the village.
I don't believe you. This is the only way.
For Christ's sake! Help! Someone help! Do you want to kill me, you fuck? I'm...
Ja! Quick! 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 Go! Go!
Have a kind master, eh? Much? The angel of the Lord declared. Good evening, my... What do you need?
You must be ignorant. Look, none of Bonnie from a...
I am.
No. It's actually just a pit. These white crystals form on the walls.
Ah, you... I'm going to...
Really?
Not even... I have some collect...
You want me...
wine.
I have a bet.
Oh, aye. Now, listen closely. That wheel...
So you got meat out of...
When I see how much you lot in... Thanks, Gray. And if it wasn't for us...
Of course, I wouldn't...
Don't worry about... So what then? Nice and... Didn't you like us?
I understand.
Keep close to
When's
the
the
others.
last time I ate
It's not
something?
safe here.
I don't know if I'm complete.
The Duke, you don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be in any case. Heaven's always. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us. Did I bring that stuff for Visor? Meat? Bane? Aesop? Got it all. Come on, then. Get a move on. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Not exactly. I'm not even from this region. I'm only doing some work for the miller.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that bunny of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Crazel only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. So that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Yeah! Yeah! Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
It looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Mutt! Come here! Here, Mutt!
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
I've no idea what you're on about, fella.
Two stinking bastards that was here sneaking around the stars a while ago. You put this fella's with him. Put that carcass down and get over here. You hear me?
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly grubby, hired hand? At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar. I'll keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk, and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad. Let's go, fellas. Maybe... Did I get this right? Maybe it was the one with that shape.
Stop fooling around. Very good. Get over here so we can carry on. Are you right in the head? Sod off with that weapon. Very good.
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on. Excuse me. Here we come, Snorter. Don't worry.
Mutt!
That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
And then Satan himself appeared in the sky. Happens all the time.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly.
Yeah. Ugh, and another. Jesus. This is disgusting.
Bloody hell.
What now?
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
And what about this mysterious curse?
Oh, right. Slipped my mind. The watering spot, you said?
Aye. Take a look around. Excuse me.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
Here, Matt. Search.
Well, what do you know?
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
Come here! Here, mutt!
You want to keep going or not?
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the... No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night.
I took care of the carcasses.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for...
Ugh. You'd eat that. They've been lying.
but nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today.
Come here!
So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Ever since I started working for the miller, all I do is carry bloody sacks. I must have carried more than they could fill in skallets in a day.
It can always be worse. Someone might ask you to roll barrels. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
I'm sorry, Ignatius, my friend, but you can't expect me to do that.
In that case, as soon as we get where we're going, you can just get off the wagon and go and look for that pit yourself. If you don't do what I tell you, you're useless to me. So I'll be useless to you too.
Maybe there's another way. I'll try to come up with something.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. God bless you. Yeah! Yeah! My friend!
What do you want, Ignatius?
We were picking up some carcasses in this yard, so I thought I'd stop.
How are you getting on? Everyone's getting on my fucking nerves these days.
Nothing's changed then, eh? Glad to hear it. There's been bandits roaming these parts, but it seems quiet enough here, eh?
Bandits? They're the only ones I don't.
Oh, Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking? He's coming from over there.
What are you doing here, Henry?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
Well, what else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick 'em. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horson, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. I apologize.
Oh, you pooch.
Are you in need of something?
It's taken care of.
Taken care of?
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are your son?
Well, it wasn't... I did it exactly how you told me.
Oh, aye? And how did it go?
I dipped the meat in the poison. As soon as he ate it, it started devouring him from the inside, until nothing was left. It was insane.
Insane, all right. And was there green foam coming from his mouth?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, right. Henry, stop trying to make a fool of me. I know when someone...
I set the dog free.
For fuck's sake, didn't deserve to die? We were supposed to get rid of him, 'cause that's just what he deserved.
Bonnie from the mill came and took the dog before we got to him.
Well, fuck me. How much more is that girl going to steal before she has enough?
Oh, she'll take better care of him than Baysar did. All he needs is to be fed properly, and he won't be dangerous anymore.
I surely fucking hope not. Because if he runs off and ravages something or someone again... Let's go before we start looking so...
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect. Whether it's...
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it...
I won't.
Al.
Take care then.
Good day.
Good day.
What's next? Are we going?
It's taken care of.
Taken care of.
I set the dog free. He didn't deserve to die.
For fuck's sake, we were supposed to get...
Bonnie from the mill came and took the...
Well, fuck...
Oh, she'll take better care...
I surely fucking hope, because if he runs off and ravages something or... Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slow.
Greetings.
It's taken...
Take it.
The dog is dead. Ignatius, that was no dog.
What are you babbling about?
I know dogs, and I swear to you, that was no dog. He had human eyes, and his bark was so... odd. It was a werewolf.
What?
Werewolves are smart. He knew I was there to poison him. He stopped barking and told me in a human voice to let him go. Said he wouldn't come back. He might be a cursed monster, but still part human. I couldn't kill him.
Bloody hell. So we found the curse after all. Good on you for recognizing it. I just don't know if it was wise to let him go. Now that he's free, he can run rampage all over the countryside, killing more animals. Maybe even people.
Look, Ignatius, that's none of your concern. You got paid for a dog, but nobody said anything about a werewolf. Nobody could ask you to do something so dangerous.
You're right. It's more of a job for an inquisitor than for a knacker. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy, slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. From a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take a ride with you.
Of course. But in return, you have to help me get all this lot buried. So there's some more saltpeter in the making. Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Go! Whoa! Whoa! Go! Ja! Whoa, whoa. Go! Ja! Whoa, whoa. I'm as hungry as a wolf. Quick! Go! Whoa! Whoa! Fuck! Wolves! Easy!
Mats!
Shit.
Ah, damn.
Infernal beasts! The wolves must have smelled rot and tried to get in. At first I managed to chase them away with fire, but they got used to it and just waited for me to go out.
You were lucky they didn't get to you. I got rid of them.
Palikerav, you are my guardian.
The Voivod sent me to get his letter of safe.
He sent you to get his precious parchment, but he does not care how he's done. So you know that is the very reason why I run away from there. It is all honor this, honor that, but people, they not important. When they nearly kill my Bohush, only because he's Gajo, we have to flee in case they decide to finish what they start. If I did not take that letter, the Voivod would say next day he never have any chai.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
You saw him a few times and already you get an idea what he's like. Me, I know him my whole life. I cannot give him that letter. It is my only guarantee that if the magic amulet does not help Bohush.
The Voivod won't give up the amulet, but he agrees to wager it with me.
Was it Mama or Tibor who told you that? Voivod will never give up. But when you prod him enough, he will wager it.
Of course, I'd have to win.
We have to be smarter than he is. I'm sure Edai can give you some advice.
The Voivod also wants me to have the letter with me and exchange it immediately after the wager's done.
All right. But if he lose, he have to give it to me himself. From hand to hand. That is the most important thing. I want to look him in the eye. Do I have your word of honor that you will not just hand it over?
Then I give you my word. I, Henry of Skalitz, son of a nobleman and squire to Lord Capon, promise you this.
You do not have to pretend to be noble. Your word is good. I hope Voivod will not try to take it from you by force.
I don't think so. After Gazer's funeral, he told me I was under his protection.
Funeral? What?
Oh, you didn't know. Gazer got into a fight with some woodcutters at Semin and...
Ay, Devla. And...
he got caught too, but I managed to get him out. He's...
Sweet Mother of God, my brother. And I was not there for his funeral. Damn Voivod and his stubbornness. But I thank you for my brothers too.
You're welcome. I'd rather no one else came to harm, like you or Borush.
Now, listen. If you head from here to the right and down the valley, you will come across a spring with a well and a big kasht next to it. You will find a small hollow in the trunk covered with bark. That is where I hid the letter. Take care and good night. Do not worry, you will be fine again.
It's just me. Don't be afraid.
Oh, you startled me. God keep us.